Alright, hey everybody, one of Weezum here. It is night before, technically the day before Halloween. Nonetheless, basically a little after 2 a.m. here on, what is it, Tuesday, October 30th. I'm extremely tired. I was extremely tired when I recorded last time. The best news I have of the day so far is somehow Blogger has gotten their poll issue straightened out. All the votes have shown back up. I'll get on that here in a little bit. Kind of at the point here, we basically wrapped up Chapter 2, Junkyard Isles. Got to a point, where we didn't have to go straight into a chapter, essentially, so I just kind of explored the ship last time. Then we actually did Jetvax Challenge, sort of, threw some stuff on the portal, try to see what it did. What I'm going to do, let's see where we can find it. This basically keeps tabs of, what you've got in your collection. It does show Light Core, Crusher, and Granite Crusher. Trying to figure this out. It does show Tree Rex. Okay, and in air it's showing that we've got those two. What I'm going to try and do is just, I kind of warned you there was going to be a whole bunch of stuff that, there's just so many unknowns and variables, and that's what I'm getting a ton of questions on. I'm still kind of not 100% myself, so I'm just going to kind of go through and basically do what we were doing last time. We will back out here. I'm going to come in now. I thought I did this, but apparently I didn't. I'm going to put Series 1 Prism Break on. You can see the screen again indicates he's Series 1. Nothing new popped up in the corner. Gonna go ahead. I wanted to point this out. I can't remember if I did or not. Okay, as you can see, he is fully maxed out. It does divide the paths up. Obviously, I didn't go down that path. I'm gonna go in and see Persephone and see what she says. We do have the option here to take ownership. I'm not gonna do that just yet. I'm gonna back out. We'll see Persephone first, and then we'll kind of, go from there. I guess I should just go ahead and pick some of this up. Like I said, I'm bad about that. I'll try to stop at that point. I think this was where Persephone was. There she is. Okay.
Welcome back. Ready for another magical upgrade?
Okay. Glad this happened. This Skylander is already fully upgraded. There are no upgrades to purchase. Basically, what that means is, say, I'm assuming most people, unless you just got the game or just got a certain Skylander or something, if you went ahead and you upgraded Whamshell, Camo, Igniter, Prism Break, Tariff, and Slam Bam, Tornado, etc., and they're the Series 1 versions, a couple of those aren't even released to Series 2, you cannot switch upgrade paths, and if they come in fully upgraded, I guess you can't do anything.
Very well, but return anytime.
Let's see here. I don't think I can reach. I have a couple of extras I've never done anything with Series 1. But what I'll do now is pause it. We'll take a look at collections. Obviously at 8 it still didn't do it. There is, interestingly enough, not an extra blank for Series 1 Prism Break here. What we will do to figure this part out is we'll just back out, hit the minus button on the Wii, and we're going to come down here to manage. I'm going to go ahead and take ownership. We'll see what happens. There you see Eon's head pop up right by ownership. We should see 9 and 4 when we come back in, so I'll pause it. go to collections. There's the 9 indicating the number of total Skylanders we have, and 4. So it should have, yeah. There's Series 1 Prism Break. So he is indicated in that manner. I'm assuming it should be the same way with the others. What we will try now is back out of here. I'm going to pull Series 1 Prism Break. This will be Series 1 Trigger Happy.
Yeah! No gold, no glory!
I kind of changed his voice a little bit. Okay, he is obviously fully upgraded as well. What I want to do though, we'll pause it, collections. As you can see, it's not crediting us for ones that we previously owned until we take ownership of them. That said, we will try this. Take a look at this. Kind of liked his SSA voice a little better. Obviously, again, just kind of recap, he is fully maxed out, as you can see. We'll back out. The stats, as you can see, he's only done 5 heroics. He's a little bit in there, but instead of being maxed out, I guess he's a bad example. The reason I stuck him on, though, I promised I would do this, and I think they've actually expanded them in this game, but we're gonna stick it on. Okay, there he is. So this is Trigger Snappy. He is one of the sidekicks from the Frito-Lay's promotion. Basically, all they do, is they sit around and jump. Like I said, they just follow you around, just kind of put a smile on your face type deal. But, I mean, they're really no value. People are bummed out they didn't get them or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are encountering some unexpected turbulence, and... Oh, no wait, we're here.
Anyway, I guess that'll be something Flynn does from time to time. I think in SSA, Spyro's Adventure, I'm just going to start calling it that for short, I only stuck them on one time just to kind of see. I don't think they actually have sound. I'm not 100% sure. I'll double check that. So it is nice to see that, just since we're elaborately going in, Yeah, there's still no tech. Let me see here. Okay, I don't think it's going to give us an option, to even take possession, there. But, tell you what, since we have him on here, I'm going to go ahead and when I said we can't take possession, of course, I was referring to the sidekick. I'm going to take possession of Trigger Happy here. We will back out. As you can see now, we're 11. Where did that come from? Anyway, there's Series 1 Trigger Happy. What I will do now, I think what I'll do, we'll go ahead and pull him. Obviously, this just proves I've left Trigger Snappy on. They have to have an actual full-size counterpart to work. I've not gotten unboxed these yet. GameStop actually shipped me the wrong pack when I pre-ordered, release night. Was supposed to send me Chill Igniter and Zook, and instead I got Pop Fizz's triple. But I'm gonna try to position this right.
Yeah! No gold, no glory!
Okay, well that'll work. Okay, so as you can see there, we got a new heroic challenge. That's kind of what I was wanting to check.
Yeah! Me at my best!
Right. So stats here, as you can see, he's got no heroics on this one. Nothing's been upgraded. We'll come in. It's basically the same thing, except Series 2 you can actually switch upgrade paths. I showed you with Prism Break, we went into Persephone and we couldn't actually buy anything. say that I accidentally go down and, or I mean, say I took the secondary path here where we get the large gold coins, absolutely hated it or something, and you know, I wanted to do the wow powers with the primary path like I did the first time. You can actually go in and take that path, purchase it again. So they will show the wow powers. Of course, on Prison Break, you know, it stopped at the Soul Gem. Series 2 are the only ones that get this. For some reason, Light Core doesn't. I don't know why. It would make sense to me since they cost more. You know, they ought to have the, you know, light bomb effect and the wow pow, but they don't. Not quite sure what the logic was there. But Series 2, you know, I guess that's kind of their selling point. 1, you can switch upgrade pass, and then 2, you can actually have the wow power. Which in Trigger Happy's case, while using the minigun, press A for a super blast, and you need the golden machine gun, which I think that's his tertiary attack right there. But that's kind of a little difference there. That's really the main reason you would want the Series 2. You know, obviously if you're a big fan of, say, Trigger Happy, you're going to get it regardless. In this triple pack, we have Whirlwind. Say that you're not a huge Whirlwind fan, you know, you may like her wow power, you know, maybe research it or ask friends or something. And, you know, some of the ones you weren't going to get might actually become worth getting. I can't talk to him for some reason. Trying to think of what I want to do here.
Now approaching our final.
I'm gonna shut that down. We'll just take a look at how that stacks up. So basically they're gonna plug them in. I guess they will have a little bit different of a pose, likely in most cases. But there's Trigger Happy Series 1 that we took ownership of. Then I placed Series 2 Trigger Happy on the portal. That's actually kind of hard in the triple pack when it's not the middle character. As it turns out, I was just able to prop him up. But that'll roughly be how that pans out. What I'm going to do now is, I guess I'm actually trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm extremely tired. Oh, we'll just do it this way. You know, here's Punch Pop Fizz, obviously from the 3DS starter pack. What I will do, we'll tilt the triple pack the other direction. We'll actually go ahead and get Pop Fizz on here.
Destination.
The motion of the motion!
Forecast calls for some kind of weather, although in the cockpit here it is, as always, hot, hot, hot.
Alright, that was mildly hilarious, Flynn. Glad they kept Patrick Warburton along. He was actually one of the, you know, highlights in my opinion. That said, note that when I placed Pop Fizz on the Portal of Power, we did not get a new heroic challenge.
Ooh,
go ahead
look
and
at all these numbers.
Right. Basically the same thing as Punch Pop Fizz, if you remember that. I'm extremely tired. I still, you know, do. Should be the exact same stuff here. You know, I can double check it. But let me just go back there. You know, you've essentially got the same deal, and then we pick up an upgrade path here, which you can actually, I think you can switch on these as well. But if you note, this would be his Soul Gem in Wilkin Village, but past there's nothing like there was with Trigger Happy that we just saw, Series 2 Trigger Happy. That's because the brand new Skylanders are essentially going to be like the Series 1 Skylanders in that they don't have the wow power. And again, the Light Core also do not have the wow power. What we will do now is head over here.
Ready for more training?
Slow.
All right, let's do it.
I kind of miss the original Callie's voice as well. It's just me. I know some people might not feel that way. Okay, so that's Prison Break there. I want to say that's Igniters. I haven't quite figured out what's up with that key just yet. This is Trigger Happy's Heroic Challenge, and we've got Tree Rex, This is Pop Fizz right here, and it was actually present when we had Punch Pop Fizz. Nort's Winter Classic actually recorded that last time. It's of course Jet Vac. Give a Hoot, return owls to their nest is Crusher. Note that there's nothing different for Granite Crusher. And then Zombie Dance Party, find all these zombie heads. Trigger Happy. This is the same heroic challenge. And I mean, I've registered Series 1 and 2. And what kind of confuses me is Cinder. This is a different challenge from last time. I don't remember what hers is, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't Zombie Dance Party. So I'm still kind of trying to figure all that out. But, you know, these, like I said, these first few videos are kind of pointless, but at the same time, you know, we're sort of covering some things people wanted to know. I think I know what I'm going to record next time, oddly enough, you know. But what I'll do now is, we'll go back with, I guess, Punch Pop Fizz here.
The motion of the motion!
Note that he does, like I said, on the title screen come up that way, but, you know, there's essentially nothing
Ready
different.
for more training? Alright, let's do it!
I want to come in here and just kind of highlight it. The sky is falling. This is basically going to be, you know, Pop Fizz regardless of if you're Punch Pop Fizz. The stars indicate whether you've completed it or not. But what I'm going to try right now, the Golden Dragon Fire Cannon Battle Pack, which that is a mouthful. I'm going to put it on. I don't know if it'll even have any effect on this ship or not. Maybe it will. I don't even know what it does. Obviously, this is going to unlock the battle arenas, which I'm going to backtrack to after we see what it does here. But in the meantime, you know, it is also a magic item, you know, sort of like the Pirate Swords or Anvil Rain, if you will. So we're going to stick it on and kind of see what happens. Okay, I wasn't even paying attention to the cannon here. I have no clue what that does. I assume. Oh, I've never done that either. But anyway, you can see it lights up there. You know, that's actually the way you see it there is how it looks on the portal. The eyes do light up too. I'd assume if there were enemies, it would actually shoot them or something. What I have heard is that the golden cannon is more powerful, but the regular one, you know, that you can get anywhere but GameStop, lasts a little longer. Whether or not that's true, I couldn't tell you. If someone has it, they can compare it to the time frame that one was up. But the big thing is what that unlocked. I think it was 3 or 4 battle arenas. I know that we had 4 prior to this, and what I will do now is we'll come in. We'll actually check our collection first. Let's see here. Okay, I didn't know if it would showcase anything or not. Anyway, we'll exit out here to the main menu. Before we do that, I do want to mention in settings, you can do this anytime. You could be in the middle of a game level and actually do this, as far as I understand. You note that from the title screen you just had visiting nicknames in. Once you're in a save file, you have adjust difficulty. Obviously you can select that and you can go from, you know, easy, medium to hard. So that's kind of a cool feature you can adjust on the fly. Now we're going to main menu. Come in here to battle mode now. God, that is annoying.
Player versus player battle mode.
Okay. We'll come in and click on Arena
Select
Rumble, of
your
course.
arena.
I actually did record some of this today, just basically, you know, box stock giants going after one another. Had someone over. The 4 that come standard when you get the game are Sunrise Towers, Lockdown Island, Wheel of Power, and Docks of Doom. No, I'm sorry, it's not Docks of Doom, it's actually Slime Pipe. I'm not quite sure why they're not in order. But, again, the 4 you get, just since I missaid that, Sunrise Towers, Lockdown Islands, Wheel of Power, and Slime Pipe. Since I put the Golden Dragonfire Cannon on the Portal of Power, we've unlocked Docks of Doom, Frostfight, and Ultimate Wheel of Power. That kind of looks just like a reskin of Wheel of Power, you know, kind of like some different coloring and background items. So basically, you know, you get 3 arenas added to it, which is, you know, if you get to play battle mode or have a lot of friends into it, you know, it's a pretty sweet deal. What I will try and do now, let me see if I can reach this stuff. We'll back out of here, go to story mode. I keep forgetting that the headset cord is a little short.
The motion of the motion!
Didn't mean to have that left on. Okay, I'm just going to pull that off. We don't need it right now. That's the good news. It seems to work the same way. And that brings us to what we're going to do next is actually, I don't know what happened. You know, I hadn't had any questions on it. And in like the last 6 hours, I've gotten a ton of stuff on, you know, the magic items from the previous game. Gonna take the Anvil Rain. Very helpful, particularly in some of the heroic challenges. We'll stick it on, see what it does. Series 1, Anvil Rain. Okay, so that is working. Now it will come in and probably be the only other one we test out would be the wing boots. I actually don't think I've ever used this, you know, past like putting on the pool. Makes a huge difference for Pop Fizz. But, yeah, so everything seems to be working fine. You just see that join game. I had to hit the Wiimote, you know, to get everything set up. Feel like I've covered enough of this now. Basically, with the you know, mild variants, if you will, like Punch Pop Fizz and Granite Crusher, they're gonna come in the game just like your regular versions would, Crusher or Pop Fizz. Nothing, you know, special to them. The good news is, in game, they will be different colored.
Oh, we're actually here now.
Okay. But you know, that's kind of neat. So on down the road, if you have something come up, you know, same way with the legendaries, just like we saw last time, they will appear different in the game. But as far as, you know, money or upgrades or higher stats, looks like they're all going to be the same. I'll take some screen grabs of the stat sheets or something. So we've kind of got that covered. The Series 2 Skylanders, basically like a repose of Terrafin or Slam Bam. Those are going to be the only ones with Wow Pow powers. The Light Core figures, you know, there's 8 of them obviously. They light up on the portal, of course. They have a light bomb effect. Next time I'm in a Chompy Pit, I'll try to, you know, showcase that one. But they do not have a Wow Pow power. The Series 2 Skylanders, they can switch upgrade pass. I'm assuming that Light Core Skylanders can too. Don't hold me to that. I'll try to get to that point, buy the first upgrade, and then see if we can switch. The Giants, you know, obviously not too many questions on those. Giants will not work in Spyro's Adventure. The new characters do not work in Spyro's Adventure. The repost characters, Terrafin, Slam Bam, Whirlwind, Trigger Happy, etc., and the Light Core that are Series 1 characters like Prism Break, Interrupter, Drobot, Hex, they will all work in Spyro's Adventure. but they won't have their special powers. Similarly, you know, like the Series 2, you know, they can't switch upgrade pass, they won't have Wow Pow. But like I said, you know, for some reason, you know, say later on here when Zap comes out in Giants, it'll be reposed. But if you could never find him, you know, for some reason, you know, standard Spyro's Adventure form, you can go ahead and get him, play him in Giants, and then stick him in Spyro's Adventure. He'll come in with the same upgrades. You won't have the Wow Pow power, but I mean, if you're ever in a situation like that, kind of a cool feature. Like I said, this video is kind of, I don't want to say it's pointless, because it did cover a lot. One last thing I thought of, I'm going to pull Punch Pop Fizz here, and we will stick Legendary Jetpack.
Hawk and door.
Okay, let's come in here and
Soaring to new heights.
check out his upgrades. I just want to double check this. Okay, so he can... Wow. Okay, so Soul Gem only there. Yeah, so I just thought maybe the legendaries, they would do it differently. Let's go ahead and pull him, put Legendary Igniter on.
Slash and burn.
Sounded like Eon. There's a new heroic challenge. Not sure what's up with that. Okay. This is something that just kind of piqued my
No
curiosity.
chinks in this armor.
There's our pal. Okay, wow. Obviously Igniter and Slam Bam, the other two legendaries here with Jetpack. You saw Jetpack just stopped with his Soul Gem right here. You know, which for Igniter it would be the Fire Forged Armor. I thought that maybe Legendary Jetpack, they would have done something special with Wow Pow wise. And then since he didn't have it, I thought, you know, I wonder if the legendaries, you know, in this case, Slam Bam, Igniter, Stealth Elf, would have access to the Wow Pow or not. It looks like they do. That's actually a good thing. That would kind of suck if you got legendaries and they didn't have the Wow Pow. So that's something I actually haven't had any questions on that, but you know, it, like I said, piqued my curiosity. This is one of those things, it'll take you a long time to watch the video. I know most people actually prefer a video over reading the blog. But when I type this out, you can honestly read it in fractions of the time it would take to go through the multiple video segments where we try to cover everything. That's why I actually do it. I think it's a lot easier, you know, more time efficient, if you will. Granted, some people it's not an issue. For others, you know, every little minute you can save means something to you. I do want to also come over here because I thought
Ready for more training? All right, let's do it.
Arachnid Anti-Chamber was Igniter. Trying to figure out what that key one is. Oh no, that's right. His is mining is the key. I remember that one very well. Although that does look like a new enemy I've never seen before. Trying to, for the life of me, I can't figure that out. I know. I'm trying to think who it is. I know I've done it. I can't for some reason place. I'll have to go back and look at the list or something. Anyway, you know, the coming videos will start to serve more of a purpose, if you will. But you know, it's important stuff. You know, it kind of tells you what you want to buy, what you don't have to buy, you know, what route you want to go with your collection, etc. Interesting stuff there with the legendaries. You know, the Repos Series 2 get the Wow Pow, Jetpack didn't. So I guess it basically holds true across the board. Again, my personal advice is to actually check the blog. You know, I'll have all this stuff laid out. I'll make it as clear and coherent as possible. The plus side there is I actually will know it when I type it, as opposed to the video form where you're basically with me as I explore and, you know, waste everyone's time to kind of figure things out that I've either been asked or pop into my mind, like the legendary stuff here. But nonetheless, we covered a few important things, found out what the Golden Dragon Fire Cannon unlocks, confirmed that the magic items from the previous game worked, confirmed that it looks like only Series 2 repos as get WoW POW. You know, and we found out, you know, that the sidekicks do for sure have voices in this one, so wasn't a total waste of time. You know, I actually, if you read the description, you know, hopefully, you know, you did that and knew whether or not you wanted to watch this or not. But nonetheless, like I said, the videos will progressively get, you know, more important, you know, as we go along here. But as always, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment here on YouTube or the blog, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, whichever you prefer. We will catch you back here for part 6, and I believe we will be doing some heroic challenges.